Vicky, karapatan ng isang inaakusahan dito sa International Criminal Court ang makapaghain nga ng interim release o pansamantalang kalayaan. Pero may mga kondisyon na dapat matupad bago maipagkaloob ito at depende rin sa mga ebidensya at sa hukom kung maibibigay ito.
Ang prioridad ngayon ng kampo ni dating Pangulong Rodrigo Duterte ang makakuha ng interim release o pansamantalang kalayaan mula sa International Criminal Court. Sa exclusive interview ng GMA Integrated News, sinabi ni ICC spokesperson Dr. Fadi El Abdallah na ang mekanismo ng interim release ay bilang pagrespeto sa prinsipyo ng presumption of innocence. Pero kapag ang isang suspect ay inaresto, may mga kailangang ipakita ang depensa.
And that presumption of innocence means that the principle should be the freedom of the suspects and not their detention. When the judges issue an arrest warrant, that means that they believe that the arrest of this specific individual is necessary, either because he or she are still committing crimes, or because he or she would not appear before the court and cooperate with it if the court issued a summons to appear and not an arrest warrant, or because they believe that maybe without arresting this individual, they may be creating obstacles or threats to the proceedings, to the investigation, or to the witnesses. So they have to justify that.
Sa proseso ng ICC, kapag pahaharapin ang isang suspect, pwedeng mag-issue ng summons o ng warrant of arrest. Pag summons ang pinalabas, naniniwala ang mga judges na kusang haharap sa kanila ang suspect. Kapag warrant of arrest ang in-issue, may pag-aalinlangan ng korte.
An interim release can be requested if there is a possibility to put in place measures and conditions to ensure that if a person is released, none of that would happen, and that this person will be brought again before the court if the judges order so. And that means that there is a different set of conditions that needs to be checked.
Ang mga kondisyong ito ang titignan daw ng korte kung masusunod. Sa nakaraang mga kaso, nilimitahan ang galaw ng nasasakdal, pinagbawalang makialam sa investigasyon, bawal kumausap ng mga testigo, at hindi siya maaaring gumawa ng public statements. Sa kaso ni Duterte, ang gusto ng kanyang pamilya, pabalikin siya sa Pilipinas. Ang sabi ni Dr. Al Abdallah, mahalaga kung payag ba rito ang bansa kung saan pakakawala ng suspect na makipagtulungan ito at susundin ang mga kondisyon na kaakibat ng interim release.
Does this country accept this release? If the courts is ordering certain conditions and measures to be put in place to ensure that he will not be in contact with this or that he will not be threatening the investigation, that he will be brought again before the court when the judges order. Does the country accept these conditions and measures or not, and so on. So as a matter of general principle, there is all these conditions and questions need to be discussed before the judges, and then the judges will decide whether or not to grant an interim interim release with or without conditions, as I mentioned.
Nasa kamay rin daw ng ICC judges kung saang bansa ibibigay ang kustodiya ng suspect.
Now, as a matter of principle, the ICC can enter into general agreements for interim release or for other purposes with different states, but can also enter into ad hoc agreements with certain states for specific cases.
Isa sa issue ng kampo ni Duterte ang paraan ng kanyang pagkakaaresto. Ang malinaw, sabi ng ICC, paano man naaresto si Duterte, nasa ilalim na siya ngayon ng jurisdiksyon ng ICC. At ang mga umano'y krimen na nangyari at inirereklamo sa kanya ay naganap ng bahagi pa ang Pilipinas ng Rome Statute.
So crimes allegedly committed during this period in Philippines were under the ICC jurisdiction and remain under the ICC jurisdiction.